chance. I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting.
Jon Jones called us last night retired. Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
So, we are here. Jon Jones has officially retired as the biggest fraud in the sport's history, as he has ducked Chael Sonnen on short notice. He ducked Francis Ngannou. He was so mortally scared of big TNT over here, big ass, big Tom, that he has officially walked away. Biggest what ifs. I honestly think this is a bigger what if than Khabib versus Tony. And now we have to sit here. Now we sit and wait to see Cyril Gane get his undeserved title shot against Tom Aspinall. And it's just gonna be a snowball effect here. But there's a few fingers I want to point here. Number one is at Dana White. So I have just went on an unholy rant in my to my mates about Dana White and his leadership in the UFC these days. 2 weeks ago, I'm not messing, 2 weeks ago, brother, go watch the Merab vs. O'Malley post-fight press conference. This dude said, yeah, I guarantee you. Hold on 1 second. So this is a mic. Yeah, buddy, go ahead. Dana, are we gonna see it? Yeah, I guarantee you. You know what Dana never he's like, what that? I guarantee we'll see that fight. He went on Instagram Live. I was going to smash that. He went on Instagram Live and said, the heavy... Let's not forget, he went on Instagram Live, yeah? And he was like, Jon Jones versus, the heavyweight fight will happen. Relax. I'll announce that soon. We all remember it. And now, look at your screens. Look at your screens. This dude was so fucking scared of big Tom Aspinall that he was like, I don't want anything to do with this geezer. Let me just walk away from the sport. Okay? Dana White's leadership has gone downhill so much. He's too busy promoting Canelo versus fucking Crawford, okay, to realize what's going on in this sport. Jon Jones was retired after he beat Stipe Miocic. Tom Aspinall has just wasted a fucking year of his career. A fucking year for this steroid cheating dickhead. There's no way he can be the GOAT. Absolutely no way. So a lot of people might sit here and say, oh, that's harsh. You can't really say that. On screen, have a look at this. A timeline of events. This is actually British MMA scene. Big up British MMA scene. Because that was like one of the first posts I woke up to. And I have been saying this for so long. Look at your screen. That's the GOAT? That's the GOAT of this sport. Right here, right now. Have a look at that and tell me you can sit here and say Jon Jones is the greatest MMA fighter to ever compete. You cannot. Positive test. Event scrapped. Stuck in Chael Sonnen. Leg the layoff because Francis Ngannou was champion. But took Cyril Gane on 5 weeks' notice. He wouldn't fight Tom in general. He wouldn't fight Ngannou in general. And you cannot sit here and say, oh, well, Dana said he'll fight anyone. Dana said 2 weeks ago he guaranteed to make this fight. 2 weeks later, Jon Jones walks away. They just gave Tom the belt. I think they did that with Robert retired. They gave Tom the belt. Exactly how they gave Robert Whittaker the belt again when George St. Pierre just was like, fuck that, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. When he fought Bisping, he also ducked Anderson Silva, but you know, we're not talking about GSP, he's one of the GOATs. He didn't fail a steroids test. DJ didn't fail a steroids. Even Khabib didn't fail a steroids test, even though Khabib's legacy is very tainted, in my opinion. There's no way. He just outright refused to fight Tom. And the clip I played at the very start summarizes this whole thing. Tom Aspinall, I love Tom Aspinall. Listen, I always say don't look up to people online because you just don't know who they are. But Tom Aspinall, he's a family man. He never chats much shit. I like Tom Aspinall a lot. But anybody who thinks Jon Jones is a good person or whatever about him being a good... No, actually, he's not. He's not a good person. Look at the shit that's out there about him. I'm not going to get into it, but I will get into the shit about MMA. Look at your fucking screen. Tell me that's the greatest fighter of all time. You cannot tell me he is. And now, we've just wasted a fucking year of Tom's career. Over what did we gain in that year of Tom Aspinall being out? Fucking nothing. Fuck all. was gained in that whole year of Tom Aspinall being out. He didn't fight since Curtis Blades' second fight. And you know what the saddest part is? They just gave him the belt. They were just like, this dude is so fucking done with you. He wants nothing to do with you. Okay? There's the belt. And Jon Jones, man, I'm glad you walked away. I'm glad you walked away. And I'm glad the whole MMA world, we all know it. And I do not fucking like Jon Jones 1%. I don't know how you can like Jon Jones 1%. If anyone comes here and says he's, you know, oh, really like Jon Jones, good guy, bro, I can just send you one link. One link. And you all know the fucking link I'm talking about. To just get rid of that. How many bad shit does he need to do before people say, hold on a minute, this guy's a fucking scumbag. This guy's a scumbag. This guy failed so many tests. And the worst part, one of the worst parts, I keep saying the worst part about this, it just keeps getting worse. One of the worst parts about this whole situation, it's going to be Ciryl Gane. And brother, if Ciryl Gane beats Tom Aspinall, that is the worst scenario. I could not. Tom will win. I hope Tom fucking wins. But Jesus Lord Almighty, if he manages to get it done, I will actually just fucking cry. I honestly, I would genuinely consider crying, because that is just the worst case scenario of all time. Tom Aspinall officially retires Jon Jones because Jon Jones wanted absolutely nothing to do with him. And if we're talking about Jon Jones' legacy, you're looking at it. You're looking at that legacy. He didn't want anything to do with Francis Ngannou. He didn't want anything to do with fucking Tom Aspinall. He wanted everything to do with Ciryl Gane after the grappling had been exposed. Do you know what I mean? He wanted nothing to do with Chael Sonnen on short notice. He wanted nothing to do with USADA when he hit under that ring. So, Tom's the champ. Tom has always been the champ. Tom has been the champ a year and a half. As soon as he knocked out Sergey Pavlovich on a week notice, we all knew Tom Aspinall was the champion. Get the fuck out of here otherwise. I'm glad the whole MMA world now sits here and says Jon Jones' legacy is him ducking and failing steroids tests rather than him being the greatest fighter of all time. Because he had that opportunity, but would he have done it clean? You can sit there and say yes, but you have no evidence to suggest that. You have no evidence. We have all the evidence we need right here. Tom Aspinall's reign began a year and a half ago when he knocked out Sergey Pavlovich. Sorry, he knocked out Sergey Spivak too, and he continued it when he knocked out Curtis Blades. You're looking at Jon Jones' legacy right here. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, and thanks for